That tour was really interesting, don't you think?
Hey, it's Scott. Look, I know you've just closed your latest case, but I need your help. We just discovered a dead body in Central Park, and I think you'll want to come take a look. A hell of a sight to behold, isn't it? This pile of leaves prevents us from properly identifying the body, so I think your best shot is to come and inspect the crime scene in person.
Sandra Parsons, at your service. Well, hello. I've already done the initial examination, but I've left everything in its place, so you can examine everything on your own. You should examine the body first, so we can take it back to the lab and do an autopsy. And then we'll start looking at the other evidence. Detective Matthews has already begun interviewing the witnesses who found the body.
Hello, I'm Daniel Smith. Otto and I were colleagues and good friends, so I knew him really well. Otto and I loved going for morning runs in the park. Today we were supposed to go too, but I smelled something fishy. No way! Otto was a decent and hard-working man. He wouldn't hurt a fly. His directness annoyed some of his colleagues, but he always had good intent. It breaks my heart to see my friend like this. If it's all right with...
Take these. You'll need them later.
The bruises around the victim's neck indicate strangulation. I assume you've already examined the body.
The victim was in the park around. The killer stayed then. The victim was in the killer stayed in the camera then. The victim was in the park around. The killer stayed in the camera's blind spot and waited until the victim. Then he suddenly attacked the victim from behind and the victim was in the park around 5 p.m. on the day of the murder. He was wearing athletic shoes and a tracksuit. He was jogging. The killer was waiting for him, clearly knowing that the victim always jogged. The killer stayed in the camera's blind spot and waited until the victim reached him. Then the victim was in the park around 5. The killer stayed in the. Then he suddenly attacked the victim from behind and strangled him with a shoelace. Still taking your time, eh? It's Otto Hudson, a 36-year-old art. What's your take on this? I have to admit that. How about I inspect Otto's? I'll catch up with you later.
You have no right to decide for the whole Bureau. The deed is already done, which means we have to deal with the consequences. Hello, who are you? Oh, a detective. Something really terrible must have happened then. I'm the director of the Architectural Bureau, and Laura is one of the staff. So, what's a detective doing here on a day off?
I saw him just yesterday at work. We were working together on a new project. Odo had a very bad temper, which sometimes caused him problems at work, but I can't believe anyone would kill him.
He was such a troublemaker, and not very competent either. Look, search the Bureau if it's necessary for your investigation, but I have to run to a meeting. Laura will find the keys to the office for you, and take a look at the computer in there. I imagine there's some camera footage on it you might find useful.
understand that this is your job and every detail matters, so I should probably tell you. I was just about to quit this job because I hope you'll find the one who did this to him.
I found another witness. There's a guy in the interrogation room who was in the park when everything happened, so he most likely saw the killer. You should talk to him. Unfortunately, I didn't find anything in Otto's apartment. All right. Maybe we'll solve this. Do you think we have enough evidence?
Hi, my name's Mark Coleman. I was just walking in the park like I always do. I wasn't paying much attention, but I crossed paths. Never even heard of him. Do you have any more questions for me?
I think we're getting... Great job. You should hurry. You know, we make... We can still catch Daniel before he leaves, but we don't have much time. If we can get to his apartment before he does, maybe we can ambush him. It would be better to enter through the backyard so we don't draw any undue attention. I'll keep a lookout while you sneak inside. I'll give you a sign if Daniel comes back. Take these. You'll need them.
I'll cover you.
It hurts like hell. Daniel escaped down the street. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Go catch that psycho! I spent more than a year on this massive architectural project. I was so proud of my work. By the time it was done, it was almost perfect. And then guess what Otto did? He stole it and claimed my idea as his own. Oh, you should have seen all the awards Otto received after that. But he didn't deserve any of that admiration. He wasn't the one who came up with the idea in the first place. That project could have made my career really soar, but Otto deprived me of that. That lazy parasite didn't do a thing in his lifetime. All he knew was how to rip off others' ideas and use them to his own advantage. So, yeah, I got sick of Otto's brazen behavior and put an end to his pathetic little life. And you know what? I have no regrets. Now justice has finally prevailed, thanks to my modest contribution.
Let's start with a basic question, shall we? Glad to hear it. It's a shame that Daniel's grudge against Otto led him off the straight and narrow. I thought you'd say that. Okay, let's move. Well done. So here's an important lesson to learn, all right? Here comes another test. See? Up here.
Hey, buddy, drop whatever you're doing and head to the museum. The director over there was found dead in his office. I'm on my way too, so I'll meet you there. If you make it to the museum before me, don't wait up for me to get there. Just start questioning the witnesses. And don't forget to record the interviews so we can go through them later. See you.
Leaving already? Hang on, you forgot your bag. Here, I'm sure you'll need your detective equipment. Much better this way. Like I said, you're a born detective. I know the type. As soon as you get a new case, you get so obsessed you forget to take care of yourself. Well, I'm not gonna hold you back. Good luck and stay alert.
Nice to meet you, Detective. My name is Derek McKaylee. I'm the executive assistant to the director of this museum. I was his assistant. The other police sealed off his office, so we've all just been sitting here waiting for someone to interview us. Please try to close. I was attending an art class when I got a message from the director. He needed to discuss something with me right away, so I got in my car and rushed here as fast as I could. I even broke the speed limit. But it was all in vain.
I'm Grace, an art conservator. Maybe you've read about me in the papers. My name has already made it into the history books. I take care of all the relics on display with my trusty tools. I make sure to attend every exhibition, and today's was no exception.
This whole time I was at my desk keeping an eye on the visitors to our museum. I didn't abandon my post once. Today we didn't have as many guests as usual, but I was on continuous duty all the same. I have no idea how the murderer managed to sneak past me.
Things keep going from bad to worse. I have no idea what could have triggered the alarm, but I have to disable it. Could you help me? You'll find the alarm button on the security guard's desk. Just use this key. While you're working on the alarm, Henry, our security guard, will turn the lights back on.
Fine.
I hate to interrupt. Sounds like a plan.
Something's fixed since you made it to...
dealing with an extremely rare kind of poison.
Malcolm Green's had heart problems.
And how do you know about it?
Finally, a voice.
True.
Ah, I see you managed to open the safe. I'm afraid I must ask you to hand over those documents. Now. That's it. I have to admit, you're good at your work, Detective. But do yourself a favor. Find your suspect and go home. Stop poking your nose where it doesn't belong.
What the hell happened here? So it was McKaylee after all? Which way did he go? Okay, you try to save those documents, I'll run after him. He got away. But we'll track him down later. Did you manage to salvage anything from that folder? Nicely done. It looks like you saved it just in time. Let's see what we have here. It looks pretty badly damaged. But maybe we can restore it somehow back at the lab. We have some new information. It turns out McKaylee had a run-in with Green shortly before he was murdered. Could be that's our motive right there. And that's not all. The evidence we found suggests the two of them were illegally selling museum relics through a clandestine auction house. And guess what? They were planning to auction off that medieval helmet today. That can only mean that the helmet we saw on display in the museum was actually a counterfeit. And if that auction is happening today, maybe that's where we'll find McKaylee. I bet he'll want to finish what he started. How about we throw him a surprise party?
Fancy seeing you here, Detective. You think the murderer is lurking somewhere here in this auction house? Well, if that's the case, let me help you. Everyone at these auction houses knows me because I've worked on tons of art pieces for all of them. If you follow me, I can help you blend in with the crowd in the auction hall. I will finish what I started, and no one is going to thwart my plans, including you, Detective. I know you're just doing your job, but I can't afford to let you get in my way. You're not as smart as you think you are, Detective. You have no idea what you're dealing with. Since you apparently can't be trusted to do it, I guess it's up to me to bring the real perpetrator to justice. I'm not going to warn you again. Stay out of it.
By now, you've probably... I never went to the auction when I realized you discovered that folder from... But I had nothing to do with Mr... I know you probably won't believe me. With Mr. Green's being... Thanks. When I first got here, she's gotten so obsessive. I should have seen it coming. She cracked our scheme open. I bet she's looking for that helmet. We need to find that helmet. What we did. If you show it to the security guard... I'm sorry, but today we're hosting a private event. You can enter by invitation only. I don't think you're mentioned in our guest list, so please come back another day. My guess is that Grace is also looking for the helmet's certificates of authenticity. If she finds... Without those documents, all her accusations are...
Long time no see, Detective. I was hoping you'd stay in that hatch and mind your own business. You think you're about to solve this case? Did you even know the man you're helping is a criminal? You thought no one would find out about your scam, Mr. McKaylee? You don't deserve to walk this earth after everything you've done. And now that I'm about to expose your foul fraud, you're going to put on a repentant face? Spare me. Once a con man, always a con man. You'll just lie low for a while and then go back to your old illegal ways. I'm here to put an end to your impunity. And if your detective friend interferes, then you can both join Mr. Green's.
So it was you! You're calling me a criminal when you're the one pointing a gun at us! And what does the detective have to do with my scam?
Fine, Mr. McKaylee, I'll deal with you first. But don't think I'll let you live, not after what you did. All those priceless works of art you shamelessly sold to the highest bidder were created to delight the eye of the beholders, not to line your pockets. I suggest you leave us alone now, Detective. Last warning. Go write in your report that the trail went cold or something. If you try to expose me, I'll get you next. Now then, Mr. McKaylee, why don't you show me where you keep all the auction papers? So this is what you call justice, Detective? You're really going to blame it all on me and let McKaylee get away with his vile deeds? Here I thought you had some principles. Well, if that's the case, so be it. I actually accept the consequences of my actions, unlike the rest of you. I know I did what had to be done. Malcolm Green's got what he deserved.
Thank you. If it weren't for you, I'd be dead. I just wish Mr. Greens and I had never got involved in any of this. And he'd still be alive. What's done is done, though. So I'm ready to face the penalty, too. Get down!
Congratulations, buddy. We solved the case, thanks to you. I have to admit, you might be even better at this than I am. I know violent crime has been on the rise lately, but I think between the two of us, maybe the city will have a fighting chance. You can count yourself lucky. Grace took a shot at you, but she missed the target. Both she and Derek are in custody now. It looks like justice will prevail after all, thanks to you.
It's been 5 years since that terrible accident, but the families of those buried under thick layers of concrete and metal still remember that day as if it were yesterday.
Hello, Detective. Great to see you. How have you been? I've read about the most recent case you solved in the newspaper. Nice job. You're a role model for every detective. Tell me, what's worse? Interesting choice. I understand that risk is an integral part of your job. Well, I won't keep you any longer.
Evening, Detective. Good to see you. Oh, some woman was asking for you? She's been waiting in the interview room for hours. I bet she's a real fan of yours. The woman told me about what happened in broad strokes. A strange case involving a lot of mysterious threats. That's all I can say about it. But you will solve it, I have no doubt. Well, I'd better go. Have an important assignment from our boss. See you.
Oh, you're finally here. I got a weird letter today. I have no idea who could have sent this letter. Please, take a look at the letter. Looks like we have a clue that will lead us to the one who sent this letter. There's no time to waste. Grab your stuff and let's go to the bar. What? That's strange. Is there a mistake? Let's check the dates.
The bar is temporarily closed. Come back another time. The bar is temporarily closed. Come back another time.
Oh, a famous jazz player is I feel so unsafe here. It's like danger is lurking behind every corner. Oh my. Someone is watching us. Why? Why did I go to the police? I shouldn't have... Thanks for your support, Detective.
Hi, I'm Earl, the bartender. Sorry I kept you out earlier. I sort of had to because of this weird man who's been over in that corner for a while. He's just sitting, mumbling to himself, and he doesn't seem to be leaving anytime soon, I'm afraid. Letter? He did mention some letters several times. I was trying to ask him what's wrong, but he just smashed his glass instead of answering me. I was afraid he would hurt someone who dropped by the bar, or maybe he'll talk to you. If you could, please...
What? Have an urgent need to talk? Then go someplace else. I wasn't always such a mess. A boozer who asked strangers to buy him another month. I used to run a mill that provided steel for many factories. Our product got a lot of... 5 years ago, my life turned upside down. That accident. A big bang followed by wounded people everywhere. My was a... Guilt consumed me. I feel it all the I still can't accept the loss of my mill. There was no money for a proper repair job, so I had to close it, leaving many people with no... I just wanted to grab it at the out... Wait a second. I saw an odd graffiti on the bar wall. The artist's figure seemed familiar to me. Surely they were some teens. A letter came to my mailbox yesterday, from an anonymous sender, with exactly the same sign on it. I was afraid it might be the work of my former rival. So I found this bar and settled down here for I don't know how long. It's the only place I feel safe, and I'm not leaving anytime soon.
Hasn't it occurred to you how much you're upsetting the owner of this bar?
Oh, that is so rude of you, miss. If you're not familiar with manners, maybe you shouldn't barge into other people's conversations.
Thank you for standing up for me, Detective.
Sorry, that was out of line. I'm a little on edge lately. I can't stand people breaking things or making noise. Those youngsters just kept turning the volume of that jukebox up and up. I lost my temper and broke the darn volume button. I probably shouldn't have, but... Thanks for listening. I needed to get it out. Here, take this volume button. I hope the jukebox can be fixed.
Oh my! Where did you get it from?
It was in the alley behind the bar.
Thank you so much. I lost it not so long ago and was going to get a new one. Now I don't have to.
Okay, enough with this lost ID nonsense. It was in a bag with spray paints. You're the author of that graffiti, aren't you?
I didn't want to do you any harm, but you just kept on asking for trouble. Now you know too much to stay alive. Hands up, now! No funny business! You too, pretty one. Rise and shine, sleepyheads. This is your burial chamber, so to speak. You're not getting out of here, so don't even try.
Oh, thank you. We're at the steel mill I used to head up 5 years ago. Looks like nothing has changed here.
Oh, I'm glad you're alive. Thank you. I'll waylay Earl in a...
I'm a bit offended that you thought I could be so stupid as to let you get away. Miss Vivian. Detective. You're both aware of the accident that happened here 5 years ago, aren't you? They called it a mishap caused by the gross negligence of some of the workers. Utter rubbish! The owner's greed and venality are the reason people died. Right, Kyle Barlow? Today, we honor those poor workers who died exactly 5 years ago with another explosion. It will take the lives of the ones who had something to do with the accident. Justice will finally be served.
He doesn't seem to be joking around. Yes, I did write an article on the steel mill accident 5 years ago. My boss needed that article ASAP, so I didn't have time to get to the bottom of the case. We must figure out if Kyle Barlow is really responsible for the explosion once we get out. But right now we need some help. Ugh, great. No cell service here. You think you could find another way to contact the police?
Don't just stay.
No service. No.
Attention all units. We haven't found them yet, but we don't give up. Comb all the places they might be. I got a signal. It's coming from the abandoned steel mill. That could be the detective. Dispatch a car to the following coordinates. Right now.
Oh, we'll grow old and die by the time they'll come. We can't just sit here and do nothing. I'll deal with that thing myself.
Get your hands off the bomb. You'll make things worse.
Seriously, Kyle? You think that's how people defuse bombs? You're hilarious.
Why are you doing this? You're going to die in the explosion, too. Is that your ultimate goal, Earl?
I have nothing to lose, but I'll get justice for those who died here.
Find something to tie his hands with. Hurry! No, you won't get away with what you've done. And I won't die here.
Fool! You can't defuse the bomb! Don't waste the last minutes of your pathetic life! We got him! You did a brilliant job with that bomb defusing, buddy. I regret nothing. Everybody will know about that accident. The mill owner will get what he deserves. I did the right thing! I couldn't have done it without you, Detective. So thank you. You helped draw the attention I needed. Originally, I was simply going to avenge the Bureau, so, you know. He's right. That accident will be all over the media. We'll find the one who neglected the investigation of this case 5 years ago. Kyle will face trial too. Now let's go.
You're an outstanding detective. I'm impressed. I'll write an article about that accident on the mill so people know the truth. And thank you for saving me. Meet me for coffee sometime, detective? I'm planning to write a profile on you, and I could use some first-hand information.
Hello. It's nice to see you again, Detective. How's it going? I've read about the success of your latest case in a newspaper. Nicely done. You're an extremely responsible person. That's why you're so good at your job. You know, I'm curious to hear your opinion about Vivian, that famous journalist lady. What can you say about her? I understand that you trust... Well, let's get back to... Which one will you choose this time? These are the last ones. Interesting. Oh, our time...
Hey man, we have a case to investigate. Harry Fishman, a famous saxophone player, dropped dead right in the middle of a solo performance at a jazz club. It could be an accident or death caused by some health issues, but I've looked through this young chap's medical files and found nothing that could have led to such a tragedy. Anyway, come as soon as you can. I'll be waiting for you at the jazz club. See you.
Hello, Detective. The deceased died right on stage, so you can imagine how shocked and terrified the audience was. The media, of course, is going crazy. I found no apparent lesions or anything. Feel free to examine the body with me. We need to determine the reason and the time of death. Once we know that, you'll have the timing and be able to check the security footage. I smell volatile gas, and I strongly doubt it's the wind. I can't tell you the name.
Can an ordinary man...
No, it's impossible.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. Harry's agent, Luke McFarlane...
Oh my! Things haven't gone well between... Harry wasn't the easiest person to... Women adored him, but they had quite a fight the last time... Here, take this. It once belonged...
There's an address for a place called Bird's Music Shop on a gift box. Isn't that the shop of Harry's teacher that he quarreled with? I think we have a lead. I'll go with you, in case you don't get a very warm welcome. What are you waiting for? A killer won't be sipping coffee patiently, waiting for you to arrest him. Let's go. Here's the plan. I'll have a little chat with the shop owner. Great, that'll speed up the whole investigation process. And here, you left it in the car. I think you'll need it. All right, detective?
Who are you? What do you need? The shop is already closed, I'm afraid. Please, come back tomorrow.
Wait. We're detectives from the Investigation Bureau. We're here to ask you a few questions about Harry Fishman. So, is the shop still closed?
Harry? What happened to him? Oh, do come in.
We need to search this place with a fine-tooth comb. Darren is our prime suspect.
Yeah, I know Harry Fishman.
Haven't seen him?
Harry used to be a frequent guest at my shop. I have nothing to hide. Believe me.
What were you doing at the time of the murder?
I was here at the shop the whole day.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Oh, you're a detective. Well, why are you here? What happened? My father, is he all right?
Meet my dear daughter, Daniela Bird. I thought you were out, Danny. Oh, don't you worry. These gentlemen are here to talk about Harry. That's all.
Yeah, we need to ask you a few questions. Tell us about your ex-husband, Harry Fishman.
Yeah, Harry. We were married, but we split up a month ago. Oh, my head. I don't feel well. Sorry.
What's wrong, sweetie? I'm afraid it's not the best time for the questioning. Do what you need to do, detectives, but do it fast, please. My daughter needs some rest.
All right, I'll ask you some questions, and my colleague will have a look around. We'll try not to keep you long. Something is clearly wrong. They don't tell us the whole truth. Here's what I think. You need to go and install a tracking device, and I'll deal with a hidden camera and a wire. Here, take it. Good luck.
No one shall learn the truth.
Oh, those detectives are snooping on us. Nothing gets past them. Eventually, they will learn the truth. We're so screwed.
This is getting interesting. Those two are definitely hiding something in Darren's room. I can't help but agree. I saw a big box there in Darren's room.
my head. I don't feel well. Please let me go home.
My daughter has been suffering from severe headaches lately. It's all because of that horrible divorce. I'll spare you as much time as you need. But please, let my daughter go home.
Now I see the reason behind Daniela's desire to get away. Who would have thought that Luke had anything to do with it? Hurry, pal. We need to catch those two. Don't worry. An officer takes care of the best father of the year, mister. I protect my daughter at any cost. AKA Darren. Let's go. Damn it! The train has already left the station. We must find a way to stop it. Find a control room and try to get inside. I'll call the Bureau so they can catch them at their final destination, in case we fail to stop the train.
Freedom and a happy life were so close. If not for you, Detective.
Yeah, we're great at our job, aren't we, Luke? Now you'll both face trial for murder.
Harry deserved that. That bastard treated Daniela like she was nothing. She was just another one in his vast collection. Sorry, Daniela.
You're right, Luke. I've suffered so much. Harry was a cruel man who got what he deserved.
Let's go, champions of justice. Great job, Detective. This was quite a case, but you did manage to solve it. Keep it up.